Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. Since we are creatures appearing because of what is, what I am, we have not to make effort to know what I am in reality. It's here. The substance of everything is that. Only the appearance and disappearance go on. So when, for example, Papaji, Ramana, they say, keep quiet, they don't ask you to make an effort that the mind keeps quiet. It's impossible. Keeping quiet is abandoning the mind for a moment, not hooking yourself at any rising. So as somebody living, one can just keep quiet or honor that keeping quiet. And life goes on, of course. Is there any question still? Is there any confusion or non-understanding or whatever brings you? You tell it. Don't boycott it by your knowledge because you are here since many years now or many months. So you acquire a knowledge. Just see why you come. If it is because you stand still on somewhere, you land somewhere. And so while expressing, you will see it yourself, or I will point it out. Or you ask me to tell something about the subject.
Morning, Ganga.
Good morning.
I see sometimes I land on, let's say I give moment to, something gives moment to the split second, and something keeps quiet then. But after a while I still land on what the mind will say, like, okay, but I guess you have to give another split second. Like, because I've something has taken it that it can never be a state because it wasn't there before. Let's say if it's silence when you give the split second, and you keep quiet after that, but after a while, the mind will suggest like you have to give this split second again.
Listen, it's not a way of living. What is indicated in Satsang is for those who want to realize, they are traditional words, what is, who they really are, but in the sense of being, not becoming. So, if the split second is mentioned, it's exactly the same as I said. It's a moment, abandon the mind. Just abandon the mind to realize what is left, to give space to what is left, because it's always covered by names and forms, by the mind or the body. So all these suggestions of the mind, there must be another split second and all that, it's totally foolish. It is feeding the concept that somebody will live in a realized state. It's wrong. It's just a misunderstanding. And it's part of the investigation, sure, of the journey of a seeker to fall into that or to believe that, but it has to also disappear when you hear that, for example, oh, there is still this concept.
Yes.
Yeah. So just give it up.
Yeah.
Because whenever you hear the mind, it will suggest you something beyond, some one more split second, something, oh, only that cannot be. This is the mind.
Yes, yes, yes.
So abandoning the mind means what? Don't grasp anything.
What comes after?
Don't grasp anything. And since you are, the body is still alive, of course, time is there, and it will look like, okay, I had a moment of myself, and now I am myself as a becoming, as somebody. No, but this is seen by the mind, it cannot see differently. But you are no more fooled now.
I take it.
Well, better not to take anything.
Hi, Ganga. Yeah, since a couple of days, just an old belief became very, very loud.
What is loud?
This old belief, but
okay.
I feel it still has charge, so I want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
That there is that separation between that I can either be or I can become. Like I can either focus on living my life or I can either focus on satsang. And something gets really struck here, and then it feels that I'm not putting my attention fully in one thing, neither in the other one. And it gets this pent up frustration, like something is wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, something is wrong, sure. Probably there is somebody too much, which then analyzes and sees, oh, I go this way, I go that way. So here, the question, who am I, makes sense. Makes sense. Because it's I who feel so, I as this experience. But we know also, you hear, that whatever is in the realm of happenings is in the realm of names and forms. It is the mind, the body, the emotions. It is belonging to somebody who was born. So I think better that you, when this arises, all these questions arise in you, you are aware of them.
Yeah.
You are aware of it. So that's enough to have a moment of not doing anything with this.
Just not going there.
You don't go there. Abandoning, giving up the mind. Just, but not as an effort. I tried to say that in the beginning. You are already that. So, but you are so used, because it's our way to become in this life, to play with the mind, that it's a tremendous effort to keep quiet. In fact, it is not at all, because if you make the slightest effort even to keep quiet, it's the mind. So, I don't know. So, did you get something new or not?
I guess even while this was present, that what you said was present, but it still felt in that moment that this was so loud, and maybe because I was fighting it, that it required a lot of effort not to go there, and still something wanted to fix it, or thought that's a problem because in life.
No, look,
Yeah.
it was two different movements. To fix it, no, you have nothing to fix. How can you fix a creature? It's already mortal by being born, so you cannot fix the appearance. You can fix it, but it's then in the realm of attainments and of changes, okay? But here we speak of something which is unknowable, yet it is. And so abandoning the mind means not to go in any idea or even experience I have. Just for a moment. That moment is in order to suddenly, because it will be suddenly see, oh, but where I was, I always have been myself, or whatever word you can say to indicate what is. I was just in my mind before. And that's what we do. We live with our mind. So you need to offer yourself, if it is your search, that moment. You have not to attain it. It's here. But the thing is, the mind doesn't find anything. So he will go on frustrated or say it's not yet that, and so on. You know, it's the search. It's the life of a seeker. Till he really hears better and better, oh, that's not there that this will happen.
Hearing you now, I also just saw like all the other part, that creates the fight of the remembrance of this is not it. I should go to the witnessing. I should go to the stillness, and I just saw that
but
also
it's
now.
all wrong.
It's all wrong. Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
So you just don't go anywhere for a moment. It's all wrong. All the suggestions of the mind are wrong about this subject. Just be sure about it. As long as we keep one concept in the mind, we will be slaves of that concept, you see. Slave. And it will make one or proud to have attained something or miserably seeking again. So, no, all those things. Yeah.
Morning, Ganga.
Good morning.
What I do is, with my mind, that I tell myself what to do. I repeat
Well,
it,
maybe good
I
for your
remember,
life.
and then,
For your life, why not?
no, to be quiet. That's
So
in
what
that way. In that
I
way.
said in the beginning.
Yeah,
So you see, there is something too much,
yeah.
something wrong.
I want to express that
Yeah, but
that I do.
it's gone already. If you heard me, it's gone.
Okay.
If you didn't hear, I can say again. But
Yeah. I was not sure about to
and
express
why you are not sure?
that there is something left in the mind what disturbs. I want to
So
speak it out.
that itself is a new movement of the mind to make you again a seeker.
Uh-huh.
You have to be vigilant, you see.
Mhm.
I said abandoning the mind for a moment. Mhm. And it's very precious because after that you know what's what. So after you live your life with a mind and a body and emotions, of course, but you know what's what. If somebody says, "Who are you in the society?" you will say, "Oh, but I became." You don't say "I become." I am this and that. You know, very good. But you are not troubled because you know very well. Well, I speak of the someone. You are not searching anymore who you are. Who you are. If now a seeker who is in demand or a master asks you, "Who are you?" you can reply differently. You see, the confusion is gone. That's why it's precious. So it will not make you search again. Yeah. Hi.
Good morning, Ganga. Following your thoughts,
Mm.
when the mind wants to answer that understand the being is a concept as well.
Mm.
Should we abandon the mind as well?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if I
Yeah,
sorry, I
because
don't know if I'm
I think you will see if I understood you or not. The mind can make a concept of being, of course. Especially if you hear too much satsang, then you have a very good concept of being. But so giving up the mind, giving up to go in any rising, not as a way rising, not as a way of life. It is just to make you finally abandon your search because it's not needed. What you search is already here. And you understood that of course, it is not. It will not be presented as an object, but you are totally quiet about it now. You could.
Yes. Because sometimes the mind asks, "Did I understand? Did not?"
He
But
will never understand.
this is just a thought.
Yes,
As well, that's
absolutely.
so
It's
that
a thought. And if you go there, good luck again, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, you
I
see
got you.
that? Okay, you see that. Great.
But the mind still come and okay, yeah, okay. This is the
The
abandoned
mind will
mind.
come back, of course.
Yeah.
But if you give yourself that moment of being not tyrannized by the mind, then after, what is the problem? We are living, and living is what? It is the mind, the body, and emotions. That's living. Eh? So that continues, sure. But something is removed. It's the confusion. If you ask, who are you as a becoming, you are reply, well. And if somebody asks you as being, as what is, you reply, well. The confusion is gone.
Yes, the confusion is the mind.
It's only in the mind. And the mind is confused about this subject because he's dual and can think only in dual terms. And for him, the great question is the source, what is from, where it comes from, where it goes, and so on. You see, that is the maximum of the mind which we can bring. And he wants answer to all those things. While the wise say, keep quiet. Because what you are is already here. And you go in your mind to have a life, to live, and to die.
I think I have already asked this question several times, and somehow I also know the answer, but still I would like to ask you to remember me what do I have to remember in the moment
Nothing.
when I'm dying?
Nothing. You forget that tradition who says when you die you need to have a perfect thought, a thought of I don't know what. You don't go in your mind, that's all. But you see, it helps if you know, if you have done that during your life. Who cares that mind goes here or there? It's not about what is. There is not such a thing as the perfect thought. A thought is a thought. You see, sometimes Papaji was telling, and sometimes I do too, honor yourself during this life. Give some time, moment of honoring yourself. It's not said, remember who you are. Honor yourself means don't touch your mind for a moment. How can you remember who you are? You cannot contain what is contained by that. Hmm? Yes, sure.
Hi.
Hi.
Is there a life that is more purposeful or meaningful?
You give the meaning that you want. That counts.
That what?
Counts. It counts. That's important for you.
That count, yeah.
Yeah. And once it's clear to you, you go for it.
So then, if it's clear, then sometimes I kind of believe in it, then maybe I lose the
Yeah.
idea of freedom or something.
Yeah. Now, can I ask you, what is the essential idea or search in your life? Because I cannot reply otherwise.
Yes.
I mean, you come to satsang,
Yes,
so
the
it's important
essential
for
is
you.
to know myself.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Is to
Yet
know yourself.
then appears a few other topics from time to time.
Yeah, no, sure,
The
of course.
relationship, the money.
Yeah, no, but that is in life, okay?
Yeah.
So you dedicate a moment to this search. Who am I? Well, I have to know myself. So I gave some indication about it. For that, if you want to fulfill that search, keep quiet. Don't listen to your mind. And for other things in the world, go for it. I mean, or not. That's your life. No? Yeah. When I say the mind, it's any rising. You see, it can be in the shape of a physical also, of the senses, or of the emotions, or of the concepts. Mm? Yeah.
Sometimes I have this feeling that or idea that I need to feel better. I need
Yeah, but
to,
that's human. We all want to feel better.
yeah.
Why not?
Or I remember, oh, I used to feel like that. That was more interesting. That was more powerful. And now it's different. I feel different.
Yeah, when you remember an experience, that experience goes on changing. That's true. That's why you see what is a bit special with the search of who am I in reality is that it will not fall into experiences. You will just, the mind surrenders to what's already here, but it cannot grasp it. The rest in life, yeah, it's like that. Some experiences you would like to live again and all that, but that is the life. Huh?
The question that comes, wouldn't the frequency or the feeling that I carry would reflect how realized I am or how
No,
no?
nothing. It's not it that that preoccupation falls. I mean, it's it's a preoccupation of the mind, isn't it?
Hello. I don't know. It's working. I felt like a need for simplification and to share maybe one concept. Uh, so I've been sun gazing. I love that.
You have been what?
Sun gazing.
Ah, sun gazing, really?
Yes, it's
Wow.
beautiful.
And you still see well?
Yeah,
Okay.
in the sunrise and sunsets.
Okay.
So this moment has taught me that the light that is coming and that I see, it is the truth. But when I think about it already, when I talk about it, then it's already fragmented.
Yeah. But you see, you depend on an outside light.
Yeah, this is my human,
Okay.
my body,
Yeah.
that is capable to see.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I love that animals are mostly quiet.
Yeah,
They
they are
don't-
wiser than humans. Yeah.
Yes, and they teach us. Yes, and the trees, they don't have to do anything to exist, just to stand. This is beautiful.
Yeah, you can learn a lot, sure, from the nature. So, it's your discoveries. You are discovering that. Yeah. And surely, everything you may see is participating to the same. You are not different, in fact, than an animal or a tree or a sun. So, from where can you see that? Which kind of light, which kind of awareness shows you that? And for that, you have not to think. It's just here. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi. A little earlier, the word death came up, and
This?
death,
This.
death.
Death. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you can tell by the color of my hair, I'm getting a little more interested.
Well, me too, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm a little bit confused
Yeah.
on how to approach it. I started lately again looking into the Tibetan Book of Death.
No, don't do it. It's too complicated.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm afraid I'm ending up like the friend we have here who knows everything in Sanskrit, because they have every little phase of whatever happens.
No, my
you
dear.
need to know
You know what? Just don't do anything.
anything.
You are from where the birth came and where the death will bring you. You already are it just now.
So just leave all
Don't
this stuff
prepare
alone.
anything. The mind cannot be prepared.
Yeah.
It's all religious beliefs and all that. It has its function also for those who are helped with that. But since you come to satsang, don't keep a belief.
So
Because
again, just keep quiet when it
you
happens.
just keep quiet, because even death, you see, you speak of the death of the person, this body, this emotion, this mind. And in satsang is just to see, I am not only that. I am created as a creature by that, like this. Don't ask me how and why, I don't know. But it's like this. But in fact, I am that itself. It's what I am. Just now. Regardless of my birth or death. Just now.
Okay. So
Oh yeah, please.
you put me at ease. Thank you.
Yes, please. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honor that. Honor
Thanks.
that. Whatever you can learn, you see, you will lose it.
Can you speak about the surrounding of the mind or a surrounded mind? Can you talk about it?
I wonder, let's see. Often it is said, the mind surrenders, then it allows to realize yourself. I would say the contrary. Don't catch your mind for a moment. Then you will. The mind is seen for what it is. So at once, he is helpless and hopeless. He knows it. And he knows his function is only for the life. So he surrendered.
It's a result, you can say.
Yeah. How can you make the mind surrender, even when he knows it's so as an understanding, as a knowledge. I am hopeless here, I'm helpless here, I cannot enter here. And then you are stuck in the mind with that knowledge. So that's not surrender. Surrendering is to see the unsubstantiality, the no substance of its nature. And yet it appears and it functions with what appears. The thing is, because the seeker bases his progress on understanding or experiences, because somehow he doesn't feel he can do something else, but then he's running after all the consequences of realization. He hears, oh, then you'll Satchitananda, there will be that. But then you run before to feel Satchitananda. You run before to feel the surrendered mind, and so on. No. First realize who you are, and all those things will show up or will just be clear. Or I will keep quiet, I make an effort to keep quiet and so on. It doesn't work. While if you realize, naturally, you will also keep quiet sometimes.
I have another thought. I have the impression that not to be taken by the wave of the mind is a question of density. And I know it's a wrong idea, but...
Especially you are light like a feather, so it will not work with you.
Even if I have this feeling that when I'm not
It's
shaken,
wrong. It's
it's
wrong.
wrong. Yeah. And I know if I have this idea, the duality will make it run. I will run after this idea to find it, to keep it.
Yes, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's wrong.
Yes, but how it is, this feeling comes.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
I
don't go
understand.
there
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know it's wrong.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
Okay.
It's funny. I want to reduce it.
Living with my master, it was very beautiful to see, even though I didn't see it so well, but when he was, whatever he was doing, you see, he was quiet. He didn't make an effort to be quiet. He was just quiet because he had nothing to search. And so whatever noise or activity was there, so it's really not relying in activities and happenings and attainment of quietness or meditation. I just well said in Sanskrit, it's a natural state of quietness, to name it. Allowing oneself not to be always in the company of his wife or husband, which is the mind. Even physically, you need some break. Same, you know? Same. Uh, It's not because he was a bit, he could be also in a meditative mood, that he was quieter than when he was just walking or whatever, you know. No. Because if you think so, if you live with a master, he's busy because he doesn't have quickly a visa to travel, the train is not arriving. He's busy like anybody else. So if you think it has a special sign, then you will leave that one because, it doesn't show anything. It's not about that. Life continues as it is, but when you search for it and suddenly you realize that's an unbroken I don't know what to say, but surely not personal. In the personal life continues. Huh? And that's always here. Only one wants to, that his mind knows it, figure it out, have the experience of it. That will not happen. What can happen is some taste after a lot of effort and attainment. I have some taste, and then you have no more taste. Ah! So.
I'd like to jump on this train of death. As we're talking about Papaji, when in this video of the Mahasamadhi, there was this thing about reincarnation.
I didn't see it. Okay. Yeah.
Well, at this point, there was this talk about the story of this king who left everything, went and meditated, but there was this deer.
The deer, yeah.
Yeah, that came, and so then he had to reincarnate in the womb of a deer, and then Papaji was laughing and say it could be the womb of a pig, or. And funnily enough, this created a fear, and
so forget it.
No, but I could see the landing, and this as was
forget it.
Yes.
It helps the one it helps. If it doesn't help, drop it. We are not Hindus. What? We are not Hindus. We are not believers in anything. Okay. But if you like, you can. It's not the question. But I'm not going there.
No, but I go on with that. It's just that what it created was how easily you can land somewhere without.
Sure, that's why. Be vigilant.
Yeah,
Be
that's
vigilant.
it. That's it. That's why.
Good? Okay?
Yeah, that's it.
And very good, because your vigilance brings this, you see. Okay? Good? You see, or you speak of what is, or you speak of the manifestation. And the manifestation manifestly is extremely complex and infinite in its discoveries and all that. Just one has to be clear what he wants to hear. Satsang is to hear about the direct way. Otherwise, you can spend lives and lives and lives in believing and then in changing beliefs and so on. Okay, why not? It's like we did. But at some point, enough. So here, no compromise. And to realize that doesn't mean that the complexity of the life will change. It remains as it is, as it appears. Yeah.
So is there any reason to invest in good thinking, like in thinking good thoughts, rather than...
For your life, yes. For your life, it will help. But not searching for who you are.
Yeah.
That's for who you are, a thought is a thought, bad or good. For the life, it makes a difference.
And if I'm clear of who I am and still investing in good thinking,
why not?
Will it I don't know, take me farther from
No,
being
you
who I
will
am?
fail and be successful as any time.
Say again?
You will be failing or successful regardless of your realization.
I'm just thinking if thinking feels good, it means I believe in something.
Yeah.
Therefore, maybe it's more important to see that belief rather than keep thinking it. I don't know. I'm just looking at...
No, but you see, your talk is double. You ask about the life, or you speak about what is, and you make a mix. So, what can I reply you? For life, if you want to work on your psychology, thinking and all, work. Why not? It's better to be, I think, it's a thinking, more human than less human, in a way. But that concerns the life. Now, satsang discards life in a way just to make you one-pointed for once, suddenly, not listening to the mind, so that it's totally possible to see what is, or that to see what you really are, in fact. That's all. So it's good to be clear when you question. Yeah. Or I make you clear.
Say again?
Or I make you clear. I clarified the now.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
What I'm saying, Ganga, now is that there's no opposition somehow. I think there's a story that to be who I am, like, I should not be in life. I should not have desire. I should not be dancing or pursuing anything. And I see that's there's no opposition. Like you say, it's
Okay.
like here. I don't even know how.
How can you have a life without desires and without attachment? And this I never understood.
Yeah.
Because even the sadhus, they are very particular to keep their pots, you see. Or to be, well, you know, it's, or to keep their cave clean or whatever. One is always busy. Maybe in a small scale, maybe in a big scale, but mind is busy. Yeah. And it goes on. It doesn't mean that you are lost yourself because your mind is busy. But in order to realize who you are, you have to discard the mind just suddenly. That's all what I say. And once it's done, and that's it. Nice you see that.
Yeah, it's not about the things. I think the belief was that because of that, I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, but
myself.
you like to go back to the past? Don't explain again. That is vigilance, you see? Otherwise we'll, oh well, and I passed through that. Oh yeah, no, I'll drop that, but I was there. Drop it! Once you see, drop these past beliefs. Otherwise, you never drop. Ah. Strangely enough, one gets attached to be a seeker. Something more? Oh. Yeah, okay.
I feel like there was a lot of points today about the distinction of life and that
Yeah.
and that feeling of who we are. And the time is coming to an end, so I was going to ask if when we now go into life,
Yeah,
if you
sure.
have your own personal advice for that.
Yeah, just know that you never lose yourself.
Yes, it's good.
Nobody understands that sentence because it's not possible to objectify. But just know that.
Yes, thank you.
So, welcome to Samsara. Thank you.